Welcome back to the channel. Hope you're all keeping well. This is another edition of Spurs Around the World, where we'll be hearing from international fans talking about our defeat at the City Ground. Nottingham Forest 1, Tottenham Hotspur 0. If you'd like to get involved in a future episode, please do send me an email, tottenhamfanchris@gmail.com.
Hi Chris, Jim Brentar here from the USA. I'm a little under the weather and not exactly a happy camper at this point. Let's talk about that goal we conceded, because it's no individual player's fault. It's once again a collective screw-up. I don't blame Spence for losing the ball. Sarr passed it to him when he was surrounded by three Nottingham Forest players, and then Sarr runs forward hoping to get an immediate pass back on the give and go, but because he's surrounded by three Nottingham Forest players, one guy against three is going to lose the ball. But we're still not in dire straits at this point, because we've got players starting to sprint back even at that point. We have Radu sprinting back. We have Gray even further back. We've got Udogie sprinting back. So we're not in dire straits yet. Now, Kulusevski is the next player that could do something to stop this. He goes and tries to win the ball back, but he doesn't win it back. Even worse, he allows Yates to get a pass to Morgan Gibbs-White and allows Morgan Gibbs-White to run away from him. Instead of running after Morgan Gibbs-White as fast as he can, he runs backward trying to pick up someone else who's a little nearer to him, leaving Gibbs-White with acres of space in front of him. And even at this point, we're still not in dire straits yet, because we got Radu going back, we've got Archie Gray further back, we've got Udogie sprinting back, so we're not in dire straits yet. Now, Morgan Gibbs-White has acres of space in front of him, and nobody picks him up. Nobody. That's a problem. When he makes that pass into a danger area, there's no one to block that pass or try to intercept it. But it's still not the end of the world at this point if you slow it down and look at it. As Gibbs-White is crossing the halfway line, Udogie is still a few steps ahead of Elanga. Now, if Udogie had tried his hardest to keep his body between Elanga and the goal, so that Elanga, to get to where the ball is passed, has to go around him instead of just simply past him, that could have prevented it. But alas, it was a collective screw-up by pretty much, the entire team there. And it's not good, but then again, conceding one goal shouldn't be the end of the game. Another thing real quick. Tottenham have had like the either most or second most injuries this season so far. Nottingham Forest have had like the second fewest injuries so far this season. So Ange has a point. You take away all the injury factors, and it's not that they have a better team or a better strategy. They just have fewer injuries to deal with. Let's win the next one, guys. Come on, you Spurs.
Hi, my name is Harry from England, and here are my thoughts on Spurs. So thank you for this opportunity to Chris Cowan. Frustrating, obviously, to lose again. 9th loss of the season, the 1-0 loss to Forest, but I think context is important. Bigger picture, I think this is a really depleted squad right now, and I don't think it's the time to, start questioning the manager's future or have the whole Ange out discussion. I think we've got to accept the depleted squad. Currently, no centre-backs available because Draxin come off injured in this game in the last few minutes. So, to be honest, I think he had enough of defending, but he's saying Ange's felt sore, etc. Need to look into that a little bit more. Obviously, Spence getting sent off as well. Silly, first yellow. was just so unnecessary. Kicking the ball away or throwing the ball away, it's just totally unnecessary. But I thought it was a fairly even game. I think the stats represent that, the XG, the shots on target, the shots, etc. We had a lot of the ball and we could have done more with it. That's the frustrating thing. But I look at that bench, apart from Maddison, who very rarely turns up at the moment, he's hit and miss, 50-50 turning up or not. There is no game changers. So I feel like looking back, we didn't do enough in the summer. We recruited well, we didn't go that extra mile. We didn't plan for these injury situations. Us fans knew, we were like, oh, if Van der Ven or Romero get out, we're going to struggle, aren't we? Both were out. This is an injury crisis. I've never quite seen it that bad. We've really got it bad. And it could be a case of Archie Gray and Basuma at the back against Wolves. That speaks volumes of our problems. Kulusevski, I thought, was the only positive today, trying to create something, trying to be the positive spot. But even that, it wasn't his day at all. Solanke trying to hold the ball up. Johnson trying, but also they all targeted him, being Forest. Spence, I thought, was done well. Recent game weeks better. Moment of madness at the end as well. And it's more the first yellow card that really annoys me. So yeah, frustrating game. Even less defenders available for the next game. But I think probably a draw would have been a fair reflection. And it's a results-based business. We didn't get it. And we've now, we've only Wolves and Southampton have lost more games than us this year. We've lost 9, the same as Ipswich. So I understand it's bad, but I think we need to stick with Ange and really back him in the January transfer window. That's the way I view it. But if we lose to Wolves, then the pressure will be increasing on him. It's no secret. But thank you very much for this opportunity. If you want to follow me, you can at HarryScarf22 on TikTok, X. I'm a football content creator and YouTuber. I have my own YouTube channel and podcast, Scarfy Spurs Talk. Thank you.
Hi guys, this is Simone Dell'Uomo from Italy for Chris Collins, just to talk about, once again, another defeat conceded by Tottenham. In this case, it was Boxing Day, it was Nottingham Forest away, Nottingham Forest, where Nuno Espirito Santo is doing an amazing job, even better than what he did in Molineux, in Wolverhampton, a couple of years ago. He finally took his revenge, what he dreamed of. He finally took his revenge against Tottenham, and it was deserved. What to say about Spurs, because we are getting sick and tired to stress, to underline the same aspects, the same reflections. There is no clamor anymore, there is no pain anymore when Spurs lose. It seems to be normal. Week after week, days after days, we are here expressing the same feelings, the same ideas. What to add about what happened yesterday? Everyone is talking about a January transfer window, and everyone is expecting Daniel Levy to back the manager. Yes, but with that high defensive line, you could have Maldini, Nesta, Beckenbauer. It doesn't change. It doesn't change because when you play the fullbacks, in this case Jet Spence as a number 10, and he lost the ball, you easily, it's football. It's the basics of football. You can concede. You are gonna concede some kind of easy counter-attacks, just like you conceded yesterday. So the manager is moaning as well about the absence, about the injuries, about the fixtures. But he was the one that finished to destroy Romero and Van de Ven, risking them against Chelsea when he didn't need to do it. So let's gonna see what's gonna happen. But of course, it's true that you need to give any manager the time, but to the right managers. You didn't give time to Jose, to Poch. Now Spurs fans urge to give time to someone that, of course, won the Scottish Premier League. But it's easy to express your crazy, reckless philosophy of football when you are playing, when you are the best team in Scotland. I think that in Premier League he's clearly out of his depth. So let's look ahead. Another game on Sunday. Wolverhampton at home, always a very, very difficult game, especially at home against Wolves. The old White Hart Lane, even in the new White Hart Lane, Spurs always struggled against the Wolves. So let's see what's gonna happen. But the fall down, it doesn't seem to be stopped in the next couple of weeks.
Hi Chris, Johnny here. I'm over in Australia at the moment. I'm in Western Australia in a lovely place called Perth, and I woke up this morning. I'm 8 hours ahead of UK time, and I woke up this morning to the terrible news that we'd lost to Nottingham Forest. In fact, I had a chat with a taxi driver over here who's from London, and he's a Chelsea fan, and he said to me, "Oh, Nottingham Forest are going to beat you at this rate." And I said, "No, it'll be a draw. It'll be 1-1 or 2-2." And it turns out that taxi driver, by the name of Sean from London, was spot on with his prediction. The likes of Hursuler from Brighton, the manager there, the likes of Nuno Espirito Santo, who managed Spurs, Eddie Howe in Newcastle, they're tactically stronger than Ange at the moment. They really are. These guys are well equipped strategically and tactically, and they're watching the videos before they play us, and they know how to beat us. And unfortunately, we don't seem to have any kind of plan B. And a lot of people have gone on about that. I want Ange Ball to work. I know there's been people missing, personnel not there, injured and whatever. But, you know, the other players should be able to come in and step up to the plate. But they're not doing that at the moment. So it's looking like a scenario we've crossed paths with before. But at the moment, I'm drowning my sorrows. And we'll see what happens. And talk to you soon.
Thanks for watching and thanks for listening. If you are an international fan and would like to get involved in a future episode, please do send me an email, tottenhamfanchris@gmail.com. Enjoy your weekend. See you on the next one. Come on, you Spurs.
We'll be right back.